Hello everybody, I will be showing you how to install VirtualBox for Windows 10 as well as setting up Kali Linux. So you'll go to VirtualBox download page. It'll look like this. You're gonna click Windows host. It should automatically download. I already downloaded this package, so I'm just gonna pause that. And you're also gonna want to download the extension package. So click that, it should automatically download too. I already did that. So from there, once everything finishes downloading, you're gonna want to go to your downloads folder, look for VirtualBox, go ahead, click that. It should open a window to install. Just hit next, custom setup. I'm just gonna change this to go to a different folder, but normally you just store it wherever you would like. I'm just storing it in my drive D because it has more room. Go ahead, hit next, yes, install, and it should be pretty straightforward. There's no really tricks to it at this stage. And finish. So it opens up perfectly fine. I'll just close that, and then so this is the VirtualBox extension package. Make sure you download VirtualBox first before you do the extension package. All the extension package, what it really does is it just upgrades your VirtualBox to have more features, like use USB 2.0, USB 3.0 devices. It says it all right here, but just for us to be able to use certain like USBs, certain tools in Kali Linux, you're gonna want that. So hit OK. So that's all done. And then once you have VirtualBox all downloaded and the extension pack added, you're gonna want to go to Kali Linux. So this is where it will take you if you Google Kali Linux VirtualBox image download. I'll be providing all the links for you guys in the description so you don't have to Google anything. So this is the VMware images, but since I'm using VirtualBox, I'll be using the VirtualBox images. And downloads, I'll double click that, hit yes, and I'm gonna want to send this to my D drive as well, and I will use import. And to import might take a while or short time depending on how well your computer is. Some people might hit a road bump in this stage with importing. You might get an error, and if you do get an error, that might mean that you might not have virtualization enabled in your BIOS. So you'll want to enter your BIOS, and under the security tab it will have enable virtualization, and you'll do that. To enter your BIOS, it depends on your manufacturer. So if you have like an HP, a Dell, or Lenovo, it's usually one of the F keys, like F2, F12, F10, F11. But that's something you're gonna have to Google because it's different for every computer. So my VirtualBox image is already done and imported. Let me go to it, and here are the system settings. It's using 2 processors, 2048 megabytes of RAM, and yeah, everything looks good. So I will just double click it to turn it on and see if it's working properly, and then just hit enter. Alright, awesome. So by default, the username for a Kali Linux VirtualBox image is root, and the password is Tor. And then so this is, if this pulls up, you've installed everything correctly. Normally what I like to do from this stage is I will go to terminal and I will do all my updates. So sudo apt dash get update. And so that will update your Kali Linux, make sure everything is running smoothly. And I also like to do sudo apt get upgrade as well, just so I know that everything is running smoothly and I have everything updated. And so depending how much RAM you have on your computer or laptop, it'll determine how fast your Kali Linux box will run. Just to run Kali Linux, you don't need a lot of stuff, like a lot of RAM or memory, but it generally helps in the long run. So just make sure you know how much your laptop has and how much you can really spare. So while that's running, the main reason why we like to use Kali Linux for penetration testing is because it has a bunch of apps and applications already pre-installed. That way you don't need to go ahead and download any of them. Most of the stuff we'll be using for workshops and other things will be already downloaded into Kali Linux, and it's also the industry standard. So if security is the field you're going into, Kali Linux is gonna probably be the main operating system you use for pen testing. There are other operating systems, just like Linux, there's a ton of them, but the ones I'm familiar with are Kali Linux and Parrot OS. But if you're getting into security, I recommend Kali Linux. So yeah, that's pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, you could comment below or you could message me. I will be gladly to answer them, and if I can't, I will just see if I can help you solve your problem. And that is it.